3 wildlife refuges on the Texas border could be jeopardized by a potential government land grab to build the new border wall. Plus, at a rally last night in Arizona, President Trump suggested a government shutdown if Congress doesn't approve funding for the new wall. Eyewitness News border correspondent Oscar Margain reports tonight from Mission, Texas.
Started with Fish and Wildlife Service way back in about 1976.
65-year-old Ken Merritt retired from managing national wildlife refuges on the Texas-Mexico border just 2 years after the first border fence went up in 2006. Back then, it was the Bush administration that pushed to have a barrier to curb illegal immigration, a move Merritt did not like.
The administration wanted to put the wall in where they wanted to put the wall in.
It was one of the reasons Merritt's 30-year career came to an end.
We're finally defending our own borders.
Fast forward 11 years, and history seems to repeat itself. Portions of the fence ended up in some of the wildlife areas near the border. Those areas are now difficult to visit as more and more regulations are keeping the public out of federal land. This time around, the Santa Ana refuge, home to 400 species of birds and plants and an area used by smugglers, may be one of the president's first target areas for a new wall, a campaign promise he renewed at a rally in Arizona Tuesday night.
If we have to close down our government, we're building that wall.
Government overreach, as these folks see it, is something Texans have fought against for decades. When asked if he would defend Texas landowners who fear losing their property to President Trump's wall, Texas Senator Ted Cruz replied,
"The advice that I receive from Border Patrol agents, from law enforcement, is that there are a host of tools that are helpful, that a physical barrier, a wall, or a fence, that can be a helpful tool in slowing down illegal immigration."
However, he wouldn't address the concerns of some border residents.
Senator, you didn't necessarily address the eminent domain part of my question.
Here's your mic.
I know you've consulted with the Border Patrol. Have you consulted with the people whose lands are being taken, sir?
Merritt hopes the government doesn't make the same mistake of fulfilling a campaign promise just for the sake of it.
I think there's always room for talk, and it may be that you might think that it's a done deal, but I don't think you should ever think it's a done deal.
From the Texas-Mexico border, Oscar Margain, KENS 5 Eyewitness News.